Ready. Hello, TikTok. So as you can see, this character literally has just about nothing. This here is my DLC only character, a little project I'm working on alongside playing the DLC regularly. So I have a character that's on New Game Plus 12 or maybe 20, and another one that I'm mainly focused on where I'm like on no New Game Plus at all. It's just basically the easiest version of DLC you can get, but it's literally almost no different because of how beefy the enemies are. But if there's that slight little extra tiny percent just to like get some practice in before I go on to the main super hardcore character where everything's gonna be way OP, then sure, we'll get back to him eventually. But and same thing with this guy too. So the plan is basically I leveled this guy up a good bit. 195. That's basically most people's maximum for like PvP, PvE, a little everything, even stats. Once I get into the DLC, I can level up more. As you can see, I got literally no equipment, no talismans, just consumables and whatever upgrades I quit up the flask. That's about as much flask buff I got as well. So I mean, I'm basically stuck with whatever I got from that. I would love to have the flasks to where I can have the resistance thing like that, resist damage and resist physical damage. That's the only two things I would want from the main world outside of whatever I can get. So basically, what I have to do is once I enter the world, I gotta find a weapon and enter the DLC, of course, which you go through here. And once I get fully teleported into here, I want to tell you guys how to like get to this point. What you got to do. Of course, you have to purchase the DLC. You can't just enter it. It is basically another game for the most part. So yeah, it's a fun little idea. Everybody has their own little challenges, and I got my own too. And I figured why not just be one of the first to just kind of run into it. It won't be completed first, but if I can be some of the few that go and start it off and just go ape shit with it, then cool. It's good to have on the record. So here we are. Shadow of the Erdtree. That little beauty that it is, what it is, and stuff. So before we describe what kind of strategy we're gonna do, since we literally have nothing, I will tell you guys how to get here to the DLC because I kind of did like a semi video, but not like a full like what to do, what my plans are, all that jazz. So couple steps here, and we'll pull up the lands between, right? So you pop out of the first step. Eventually, you get good a bit. You progress through. You kill Market. You go up here. You kill Godric and shit. And then if you spared Very here, Mr. Little Dude who says, you're maidenless, you got no bitches, go kill yourself. All that jazz. He eventually goes, hey, you killed Godric, you should go back to the round table here, which you get access to eventually from talking to Melon enough at a grace or two. Um, the fingers talk to you, the old lady talks to you, you come back, Ver will be at a church somewhere around here in Linernia, where you fight the Rey Lucaria boss, Renala. So it's just a little bit on the outside of the city, or, well, academy, if you will. So once you're there, he tells you, hey, go invade people 3 times, or NPCs do invasions, or they invade you, vice versa. Just some form of PvP, and red characters or another. And you come back, he wants you to get some blood from a maiden, which you were maidenless. He killed your maiden, so you need to find a new maiden to get the blood. If you go all the way down here, there's this little handicapped lady, which fucked up enough you can take advantage of and just straight up kill, because she's weakened compared to all the other NPCs. And I mean, sure, there's a dead one, but I'm not gonna go. We'll be here longer than 10 minutes if we're talking about that method. So you kill her, you get a cloth, wet it with her blood, then you come back up. You go back to Vera over here. He gives you like a finger, which lets you invade permanently instead of a consumable that's temporary. And then he gives you this nice little item here. This guy. This one takes you straight to Moog. And then you go and kill Moog. You kill Moog. Then you have access to the DLC territory, but you kill Radon, and then you have full access to the thing that I just did to get here. So you gotta kill both of them, otherwise you can't get in here at all. Like you kill Radon, you can't just walk up to his room without getting to here first. You feel me? And then we're at current events. So current events, right. So with this little character here, this fun little idea, this crazy crusade that I want to endeavor on. I see someone else is probably doing the same kind of. We have to go and find some easy ads to probably fight and to probably, get some equipment from. So hopefully within this time we can do that. And I do have a couple of areas I know that they're, oh no, I don't want to fight you. Not that one. But there's like some regular people. And regular people always and always just give you, swords and armor, all that jazz. And whatever armor I get from the people, that's the stuff that I can use to go back to the lands between somewhat, aka the round table, and upgrade them from there. But I can only get the smithing stones and somber stones from the DLC. So that means I'll have to actually delve into places, sneak around, probably get my ass beat, all that jazz. And that's pretty much the sum of it. But now, before we go into too depth of fighting and adventures and such, let's go see how much damage we do just with our fist alone, just to kind of general gist as to how powerful we are when it's just me, myself, and I. Okay, yeah, we're doing like 3 damage, bro. So we're probably gonna have to really rely on consumables. But this is why I want to like wander around, see if I can grab myself up like some kind of weapon that's floating on the ground, or there's some dead dude somewhere that's like, oh, I bequeath my dagger to the next chosen one. Here you go. And that's that. And we're kind of counting this video now as like kind of part of this series. So it went from giving you guys a heads up to actually like, hey, you're part of this adventure now. So if you watch this far, you're the kind of people I want to see this stuff. Like you're, oh shit. You're the one that's gonna be getting this adventure the most. Or that want to see it. Oh man. Oh, ain't killing me. I'm getting something, whether you guys like it or not. I really hope they let me pull the horse out. Nice. Speaking of the horse, a little fun fact for y'all. They went and, not really nerfed it, but they made like an easy mode of the Elden Beast now. You can actually use Torrent on that fight. It's very odd. So you don't really need Torrent for that at all. So, I mean, I guess enough people were like, oh, this place takes too long to go. Boo-hoo, woe's me. Okay, so we got a Blade of Mercy. Stab Talisman. Raises attack power after each critical hit. Okay. So this is what I mean about this kind of being fun with survival mode of this. This means like each critical attack to be R2. So I could probably R2 or strong attack a regular enemy enough, I could actually start doing some serious damage. Of course, that means I would have to really spam it, but that's the whole point of this. At least until we get a legit weapon. And when we do, we'll be happy. So anywho though, we got a good maybe 2 minutes left of recording. I want to at least cut it like close to maybe 9 minutes or something. Oh, I just went right back to the same thing there. There's also applies to spells too, so I mean I may pick up a lot of spells from this adventure, but to even use them I need to get myself a staff. I need some kind of like seal. And I'm pretty sure that they have every weapon type in this DLC. It'll just be a bitch and a half to get to some of these things, you feel me? So yeah. So it's gonna be, hey, we got a weapon! That did not take long at all. Oh my god. So I'll actually go and make a part 2 of this, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes here.